every city on the American continent, Mr. Field, and you will find the causes which created the commune.
Now, you listen here.
It is a subterranean fire, Mr. Field. Here, you will tread upon a spark, but out there, flames will rise up. You cannot put it out. In front of you, behind you, you will be consumed. And concessions are not met, Mr. Field. Let's just say we will make the great Chicago fire look like a lightning bug in a jar. Ah, Mr. Field, that was entirely inappropriate.
Now listen here, you miserable man. You put it down.
Hi, Christian and the August Spies Foundation. I hope your conference is going well. Hey, how you doing, Bob? Good to see you. And the guy in the front, sit down. Okay, my name's Eric Coleman. Wrote and directed a play called Bloody Haymarket. It's one of the main characters is August Spies.
Tell me, do you remember the Paris Commune of 71?
Just here addressing the August Spies Foundation today because just like you, we were out there to promote the story of August Spies and the Haymarket Martyrs. You guys are doing brilliant work over there in Kassel, Germany. That's where August Spies went to school. This is what he has to say in the autobiography of the Haymarket Martyrs, which is a book that was written by the Haymarket Martyrs while they were in jail awaiting execution. As a child, I had private tutors and later visited the Polytechnium in Kassel. At the age of 17, my father suddenly died, leaving a large family in moderate circumstances. As I was the eldest one, I did not feel justified in continuing my studies. They were expensive. I arrived in New York in 1872, and upon the arrival of my friends, I learned the furniture business. The following year, I came to Chicago, where I was resided ever since. Though I may add that I have been away from the city occasionally for some time. Once, with the intention of settling in this country, I worked on a farm for a year. But seeing that the farmers, the small farmers and renters were in worse plight even than the city wage workers, and that they were equally dependent, I returned to the city. I have traveled over the southern states to get acquainted with the country and the people, and another time I joined an exploring expedition through Upper Canada.
Waiter, check please.
Is your last warning.
Okay.
Sprechen Sie
Still
Deutsch?
filming? Just keep filming. So I apologize for my German accent back there, but we did all have to learn to speak in a German accent. Of course, just about all the Haymarket Martyrs were in fact German. They were all pretty much German, except for Samuel Fielden, who was from Lancashire, England, and Albert Parsons, of course, who's from Texas. So a little bit of story about the late 1800s. It was the Gilded Age. People were working 10, 12, even 14-hour days, 6 to 7 days a week, making $1.50 a day, which would be like $40 in today's money. It was terrible working conditions. If you lost your arm in a factory or something like that, you know, not only were you fired, you had no social safety net of any kind, no cushion to fall back on. And you had these socialists who tried to run and get elected, but they got shut out of every election. There was blatant corruption and blatant ballot box stuffing, and so they decided to just adopt the labels that the newspapers of the day were giving them, and they started calling themselves anarchists. And they held big rallies, and these were silver-tongued guys. You know, August Spies and Albert Parsons, they were talking to 20, 30, even 40,000 people at a time without microphones.
Well, maybe we should reconvene at Zeeves Hall. It's getting cold, awfully cold.
No need. Almost finished. The socialists are not going to declare war, but I tell you, war has been declared upon us, and I ask all of you to get a hold of anything you can to resist the onslaught of the enemy. Remember what Abraham Lincoln said of the social question. He said, "Thank God we live in a country where the working man has the right to strike." Lincoln also said that capital is the fruit of labor and would never have existed had labor not existed first. And the working man is the basis of all government. Remember what the founding fathers said. They said that the tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. There is a justification for armed resistance when a long train of abuses and usurpations create an absolute despotism. Thomas Jefferson said that, the most prophetic of those brave souls who fought to free this land, Patrick Henry said, "Give me liberty or give me death." And my friends, we are there. Long live the social revolution!
By order of the people of the state of Illinois, I order you to immediately and peaceably disperse.
But we are peaceable.
Say it like a man would.
By order of the people of the state of Illinois, I order you to immediately and peaceably disperse.
All right. We will go.
Oh my God. It's a show, boys! Get down! Get down! Doesn't she look beautiful? Oh. Lucy. She was never there. What did you say? Show business. The show must go on. Yeah. Well, that's the first rule. Show must go on. What's the second? Always leave them wanting more.
It ain't but anarchy!
It's the happiest moment of my life. Hurrah for anarchy!
There will come a time when our silence will be louder than the voices you throttle here today!
Steady, lad.
Oh, men of America, may I be allowed to speak? May I have the chance to say my final words?